Top 10 reasons why the Himba culture is fascinating. The Himba tribe of Namibia has so many fascinating cultures. Most African tribes try to study their ways of life and sometimes choose to checkmate it with theirs. It is very possible for someone to recognize the Himba people through pictures. They are meant to be pastoral. The Himba people disclose to the world their natural bodybuilding, polygamous lifestyles, and other interesting features that would surprise many how this kind of cultural happenings come to be. Here are the top 10 reasons why the Himba culture is fascinating. 1. They offer sex to guests. It would be a disgusting thing to hear that there are some set of people who choose give out their wife for a past night sex. But there is a reason why the Himba practice this, and it has come to stand as a culture that cannot be annulled. This culture is very common among the people, which is tagged as Opajapisa Omakazendu, as it is explained offering a wife to guest. A man willfully gives out his wife to his male guest to sleep with till dawn. This shows a sign of respect and value the man has for his guest. The man is not permitted to sleep in the same room together with the guest and his wife to avoid jealousy and hatred. He can only sleep in a separate room. If there isn't any available room for him to pass a night, he can only sleep outside till dawn. 2. Their homestead are built on the edge of the village. The buildings erected by the Himba people are cone-shaped in structure, and they are normally found at the edge of the village. The house are made of mud, mopane trees, and animal dung like cattle. Normally supported by a central kraal. The kraal gate faced directly to the chief's hut, and the Himba believe that there is a sacred line that connect them. The center of the village lies the position of the holy fire called Okuruwo. Every individual's door mustn't be found facing the direction of the fire. 3. They never go a day without porridge. The Himba finds it so interesting to take porridge more than once as others might have expected. They never choose to close the chapter of a day without tasting porridge. It has been their practice to take porridge at least twice a day, as it may be rationed as morning and evening. The porridge is prepared by heating water until it boils, coupled with other ingredients that will make it delicious. Then, the cook adds either maize or millet flour. Oil can be used to bring out its flavor and color. The flour would be stirred until it is ready to be served. 4. They use red ochre to protect their skin from the sun. Another fascinating culture that makes the Himba people so different from others is the use of the ochre to beautify their body. They are not naturally born with the red skin. The red skin comes as a result of red ochre, butter, and fat mixture. The red ochre is only worn by the Himba women. This depicts a difference found between a man and a woman. The application of this red ochre functions as the protection of the skin for the scorching sun of the desert. It also slows down the growth of numerous hair on the body and scares or protects the skin from mosquito bites. 5. The Himba worship is a god called Mukuru. Every tribe has his or her own belief in the kind of god or god to worship. The Himba people have a god called Mukuru. They believe that their god stays in a distant place being busy. They can only reach their ancestors through Mukuru. Their homes and livestock are protected by an ancestral fire called Okuruwo. Each family has its traditional fire under the guardian of the firekeeper, who visits the fire and rekindles it every 7 days. This is an avenue for him to commune with the ancestors and Mukuru by standing in the gap for his people. 6. Their wealth is measured by cattle. The Himba people are not recognized with paper money. This cannot be seen as wealth. A wealthy man can only be recognized by the number of cattle he possesses. They also breed sheep, goats, and chickens as subordinates to the cow's wealth they possess. They rarely eat much animal meat, especially cows. 7. The Himba jewelry represent ancient customs. What makes the Himba people easily or possibly known is the use of their jewelry and the kind of hairstyles they plait. Jewelry is used for beautification. The jewelry used by the Himba people is not only meant for aesthetic purposes, but has deeper meaning as they are worn. Their jewelry is adorned based on ancient customs. Necklaces and arm bracelets are used by both sexes. The bracelets constitute the use of copper, grass, ostrich eggshell beads, and cloth. They apply iron oxide powder on their skin to make them shine. Some of the beaded anklets worn by the women protect them from the venomous bites of dangerous animals. They have unique hairstyles for men and women. A human facial look can be pleasant when his or her hair is well maintained. The Himba hair is not for beauty alone. They have different hairstyles which are connected with different meanings. Hairstyles sometimes can be used to differentiate age and social class. The two-plait braided hair of a young lady is called ozondado. The form that shows the patrilineal group of the girl. At puberty, they change the style to loose hang around the neck. They also receive headdresses at this stage called ekori, the three leaf-shaped points that are decorated with iron beads. This type of hairstyle is replaced by Himba, the kind of hair from the skin of goat's head when a young girl gets married. The boys have their hairstyle called ondado. The braid runs down the back of the head, and when they get married it is replaced with ozondado. 9. They didn't always live in Namibia. The Himba people were said to migrate from Angola and settled in the Cunene region in the early 1500s. It came to a point where the Himba tribe are not known as they were part of the Heroes tribe. They got split after the shortage of cows in the country, and many tribes split at this point to form their tribes. 10. The population is really low. The number of the Himba people estimated is roughly 20,000 to 50,000. They weren't all that many. What brings rise to their minimal calculated number is the bad drought and warfare which they experienced. This took the lives of many. Records hold that 90% of their livestock were killed in the 1980s. In conclusion, the Himba people are known for their culture and the readiness not to compromise their standard of living. They passed on this to their next generation, and it keeps growing, from the use of language, offering of wife to a male guest, mode of dressing iteche. Many more are found in the mind of the readers which are not inflicted here, but these are the most top 10 fascinating cultures. Thanks for watching. Please do like and subscribe for more.